Jefferson Parish bus driver accused of choking a student is out on bond.
Chris Welty joins us now from the newsroom with new details. Chris.
Liz, Lauren, the Jefferson Parish Sheriff's Office identified the bus driver as 77-year-old Miles Jenkins. He faces a simple battery charge. Jenkins was arrested Monday after a family member of the Marrero Middle School student who was shoved and allegedly choked contacted the Sheriff's Office. A student took the video which shows the altercation. You can see Jenkins wearing a retired Navy hat shoving the student trying to get out of the seat, and the bus driver then pushing the student back and hitting him in the head. The student eventually shoves Jenkins. That's when the student is pinned against the bus window and allegedly choked. It's unclear what led up to the incident. Jenkins was employed by First Student, a third-party transportation company hired by the Jefferson Parish schools. After the incident, Jenkins resigned. Today, First Student said that their drivers receive an average of 40 hours of training before operating a bus. A spokesperson also noted that their drivers go through other regular trainings. First Student maintains driver performance is monitored daily and annual evaluations are conducted. This afternoon, Jefferson Parish Schools said all bus drivers undergo state and federal background checks. A spokesperson said drivers employed by First Student, the district's transportation vendor, are required to know and abide by the district's policies. Incidents of student misconduct on a bus is reported through an office referral. If necessary, disciplinary action is taken. Liz?